Satu persatu, negara bagian dan wilayah di Amerika Serikat membuka pendaftaran vaksinasi COVID bagi seluruh warganya usia 16 tahun ke atas. Di Massachusetts misalnya, Thomas Gregory, usia 16 tahun, juga akhirnya disuntik vaksin.
I'm actually the last of my friends to get it. Most of my friends already qualified for it because of like jobs and other opportunities. So it's actually like I'm one of the last people to get it out of my friends, and so I'm just excited to get it because then we can all be vaccinated together, and then we can just hang out, and it makes a lot of that less stressful, and then also all the other activities I do a lot less stressful as well.
Universal Eligibility atau pembukaan kesempatan vaksinasi bagi seluruh warga dewasa secara nasional akhirnya tercapai sesuai target 19 April.
First of all, that's incredibly exciting, right? We need to get to herd immunity, and we can't do that unless we get people vaccinated. So that's very exciting. Every day here, we do our best to get every dose of vaccine we have in people's arms.
Meski banyak penerima vaksin masih harus menunggu dosis kedua, terlampauinya sejumlah target vaksinasi ini mengundang optimisme dunia usaha bahwa perekonomian akan segera pulih.
Berbagai langkah ditempuh pemerintah federal di bawah Joe Biden untuk menggalakkan vaksinasi sebanyak-banyaknya warga Amerika Serikat. Salah satunya adalah keringanan pajak yang diberikan pada para pemilik usaha agar pekerja mereka bisa mengambil cuti berbayar bila mereka ingin libur kerja sejenak untuk menjalani vaksinasi. Dengan demikian pekerja tidak harus khawatir kehilangan penghasilan mereka, terutama bila mereka upahnya adalah jam-jaman, dan juga para pemilik usaha tidak merasa terbebani atau dirugikan.
Dampak ekonomi berkelanjutan akibat pandemi tercermin dari pemasukan perusahaan yang satu persatu memberi laporan keuangan kuartal pertamanya di Wall Street. Perusahaan streaming video Netflix misalnya, yang pelanggannya melonjak selama pandemi, akhirnya harus kewalahan memproduksi konten baru juga akibat pandemi.
Netflix had 15 million new subscribers in the quarter last year, numbers we couldn't even get our head around back then. And as we come up on a year, as the economy may or may not be opening up, I think these companies are going to have a very difficult time predicting how their businesses are going to flow in the short term. So I think in the long term, there's still great reason to be positive about Netflix. Clearly, the other thing they reported out was productions they would have done that some new subscribers might have wanted have had to be delayed. That plays into it too. It's this weird limbo right now that's going to be hard to think about.
Sementara sektor-sektor lain baru akan pulih beberapa bulan lagi.
The COVID-affected industries are doing really well, so we expect to see follow-through. And we're going to see the economy get turned on. This second half of the year should be really, really solid for hospitality, conventions, entertainment, and the like. So the leisure hospitality space travels should do really well second half of the year. So there's momentum here.
Banyak sektor keramah tamahan dan perjalanan memang sudah kembali buka menjelang pertengahan tahun, meski dengan pembatasan kapasitas sesuai aturan masing-masing pemerintah lokal. Dari Washington DC, Nova Purwadi, VOA.